A 14-year-old girl?
A missing teenager. And a chart-topping singer who once seemed untouchable. This is the story of how a bedroom pop sensation went from viral stardom to a Los Angeles courtroom facing charges that could put him away for life. This is the dark downfall of D4vd. Section 1. The Rise. Before any of this, David Burke was just a teenager with a laptop, a guitar, and a voice that felt strangely honest. He didn't come from a label or a big machine. He came from the internet. His songs, soft, moody, and emotional, started spreading online the way secrets do, quietly, then all at once. Under the name D4vd, he became one of the faces of a new kind of pop star, one built not in a studio, but in a bedroom, uploaded straight to millions of screens. His singles climbed the charts, his name showed up on playlists next to artists who'd been famous for a decade. Fans didn't just listen to his music, they felt like they knew him. That's the strange power of bedroom pop. It feels personal, even when millions of strangers are listening at the same time. Then came his debut album, Withered. It dropped at what looked like the perfect moment, right as his momentum was peaking, right as the industry started paying real attention. Interviews were booked, tours were being planned, everything pointed upward. But behind the applause, behind the growing fame, something else was happening, something nobody watching from the outside could have imagined. Because in just a matter of months, the same week his career was taking off, a discovery would be made that would stop everything. And once it happened, the story of D4vd would never be about music again. Section 2. The Discovery. It happened on a quiet street, in a car most people would never look twice at. A Tesla, registered to D4vd himself, was found abandoned. But this wasn't a story about a missing vehicle. Inside, investigators discovered something no one was prepared for: the decomposing remains of a young girl. Her name was Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She was only 14 years old. For days, her identity wasn't public, but once the news broke that the car belonged to a rising music star, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. Fans refreshed their feeds in disbelief. Comment sections turned into chaos, half of them defending him, half of them demanding answers. News outlets scrambled to confirm details as rumors spread faster than facts. How could a car linked to someone so famous be connected to something so horrifying? At first, there were more questions than answers. Who was Celeste? How did she know him, if she knew him at all? How long had the vehicle been sitting there? Investigators stayed quiet, working behind the scenes, while the public online built their own theories, some close to the truth, some wildly off. It was the kind of story that felt almost too dark to be real. A viral star, a hidden car, and a young girl whose life had ended in silence, long before the world ever knew her name. But this was only the beginning, because what came next, an arrest, a name, and a case that would shake the music industry, was about to make headlines everywhere. Section 3. The Case Against Him. As the investigation deepened, the story took a turn that shocked even the most seasoned crime reporters. Prosecutors alleged that Celeste and David Burke had known each other for years, and that their relationship went far beyond anything appropriate for a girl her age. According to the allegations, Celeste had threatened to expose that relationship right as his career was about to explode, and prosecutors claimed that threat became a motive, a secret he couldn't afford to let out, not with everything he'd built hanging in the balance. In April, Burke was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, sexual abuse of a child, and unlawful mutilation of human remains. He appeared in court in an orange jumpsuit, shackled, a stunning image for someone who, just months earlier, had been performing under bright lights. He pleaded not guilty to every charge. During the preliminary hearing, prosecutors began laying out their case piece by piece. Forensic experts testified about possible blood evidence found inside his Tesla. Investigators described air fresheners found in unusual numbers inside the car. Detectives pointed to matching tattoos, his and hers, as a chilling detail tying them together. But his defense team pushed back hard. His attorney argued that the evidence didn't prove what prosecutors claimed, questioning how it was collected, who had access to the vehicle, and whether crucial steps were missed along the way. According to his legal team, the truth would eventually come out and it would clear his name. The courtroom battle was only getting started. Section 4. Where it stands now. As of today, David Burke remains behind bars, held without bail while the legal process slowly plays out. The preliminary hearing is still underway, with prosecutors working to convince a judge there's enough evidence to send this case to a full trial. No verdict has been reached, no jury has decided, anything. Right now, this is still just allegations, evidence, and two sides fighting to tell their version of the truth. But behind the legal proceedings and the media coverage, there are real people carrying real pain. Celeste's family has largely stayed silent, choosing not to speak publicly as more disturbing details continue to surface. It's a silence that says more than words ever could, a family trying to grieve while the whole world watches. And then there's the fandom, the people who once streamed his songs and felt like they knew him. Many are left confused, hurt, and unsure how to feel about music they once loved. The industry itself has gone quiet too. No big statements, no defending, just distance. So where does that leave us? With a story that isn't finished, a trial that hasn't happened yet, and a reminder that fame can build someone up in front of millions while the darkest parts of their life stay hidden until it's too late. This case isn't just about one man anymore. It's about a young girl who deserves justice, a family waiting for answers, and a legal system now working to determine what really happened.
The story is still unfolding, and the world is watching to see where the truth finally lands.